Okay, so here are the horoscopes for the Pisces lunar eclipse happening on August the 27th, late at 11:19 p.m. into August the 28th. Adjust for your location. These are going to be based on the rising sign, but sun, moon, rising, listen to both or all three and kind of get an idea. And then let's see the experiences that actually show up in our life and how they fit the energy that is present. Remember that the lunar eclipse is a full moon. The moon is in Pisces, asking what is emotionally and intuitively ready to be released, or what is being revealed to you about those subconscious patterns. Virgo, where the sun is what is being managed, maintained, perfected, where we want more information, where we're being overworked. And then the Gemini Uranus area is where the disruption is coming from, where there's new information, freedom, or pivot is entered into the conversation, okay? So Aries rising, Pisces is your 12th house, Virgo is your 6th house, Gemini is your 3rd house. Something beneath the surface is ready to be acknowledged. You may realize that your routines, work, responsibility, or the need to keep everything functioning are no longer supporting your inner well-being. This could actually show up as you getting sick and or like starting a new daily routine, health habit, or something like that. Uranus in your 3rd can bring a sudden realization, a conversation, or a piece of information that changes the way you think, changes the way you learn, changes the way that you communicate. You don't have to mentally solve what your intuition has already recognized with Uranus and Gemini and with Pisces in your 12th house. Release the routines and thought patterns that keep you functioning but not fulfilled. Taurus rising, this is happening. Pisces is your 11th house. Virgo is your 5th house. Gemini is your 2nd house. So your relationships with your future, friendships, community, and dreams are shifting with that 11th house energy of Pisces. Something may come out about a friendship. Your future goals may change. You may be thinking about your children. You may be thinking about definitely thinking about your creative projects, maybe who you're dating, that type of energy. You may have become more focused on perfecting your gifts or what you can create, while something bigger is calling you toward a different future. Uranus in your 2nd house can disrupt your relationships with money, value, self-worth, resources. What you value is changing, and that may change what you're willing to contribute your time and your talent to. Okay, Gemini rising, Pisces is your 10th house, Virgo is your 4th house, Gemini is your 1st house of self. The 10th house is your career and public recognition, and the 4th house is family. So there's some type of something is being highlighted with your career. It's very visible. Your purpose, your direction in life. You've been working really hard to manage your family, emotional foundations, private life. But something about the public version of your life may no longer resonate. Uranus is in your 1st house, making the disruption. Who you are now is not in alignment with who you're showing up to be in your career, and your identity and direction are definitely changing. You don't have to remain recognizable to the older version of you. Let who you're becoming and who you've become change the plan, and know that your foundations are still going to be safe. Okay, I'm a Gemini sun sign, so when I was writing it, I was like, "Cause tell me something good, All right, Cancer rising, Pisces is your 9th house, Virgo is your 3rd house, and Gemini is your 12th house. So the 9th house is wisdom, it's travel, it's foreign knowledge, it's spirituality. It's a deeper meaning, searching for a deeper meaning. And with Virgo in your 3rd house, you're trying to figure out the details. So something is changing in what you believe, what you trust or understand about your current life. You may have spent significant energy gathering information, analyzing your possibilities, trying to mentally understand what comes next. Uranus in your 12th house can reveal your unconscious habits, where you've been escaping, patterns that you do not like, or things that that have been quietly influencing the decisions that you make. You may not need more information. You may need more quiet to hear what you already know. Okay. Leo rising. Pisces is the 8th house of shared resources. Virgo is our 2nd house of money and income, self-worth. And then Gemini is our 11th house of friendships and future goals. So the eclipse is going to illuminate what, I want to say we, because I'm a Leo rising, what you're emotionally and financially or energetically entangled with. Questions around intimacy, vulnerability, shared resources, debt, reciprocity may surface. You've been focused on managing what belongs to you and creating stability, but Uranus in your 11th house is changing your community, your friendships, your future goals, and vision for what is coming next. Notice what you're continuing to invest in that no longer belongs in the future that you're actually creating. Virgo, Virgo rising. Pisces is your 7th house. Virgo is your 1st house. Gemini is your 10th house. Relationships become the mirror. Something about a partnership, connection, contract, or your relationship with other people can reach an emotional turning point. You've been highly conscious of yourself, your choices, and how you need to improve or manage your life. Uranus in your 10th house is going to disrupt your career, your reputation, your purpose. You're changing. Your direction is changing. And your relationships may have to change along with all of that. So stop requiring yourself to have the entire new version of you figured out first, because you're not. Libra, Libra rising. Pisces is your 6th house. Virgo is your 12th house. Gemini is your 9th house. Your daily life, work, health, habits, and responsibility may be telling you very clearly what is no longer sustainable. Libra risings, watch your health, okay? Something unconscious may have kept you over-functioning, over-serving, or managing more than you realized. Uranus in your 9th challenges your existing beliefs, worldview, education, faith, understanding of what is actually possible. A different life may require beliefs about what you actually have to carry. Let useless ass routines go, okay? Scorpio, Scorpio rising. Pisces is your 5th house. Virgo is your 11th house. Gemini is your 8th house. The eclipse pulls attention towards your joy, your creativity, romance, children, with Pisces in the 5th house, pleasure, dating, and your authentic expression. You may realize that you spent so much energy managing your place with a group, a community, friendship, or future plan that you've lost contact with what actually excites you. Uranus in your 8th disrupts shared resources, intimacy, vulnerability, and energetic attachments. You're allowed to stop contributing to things that no longer have your heart. Scorpio rising. I know a couple of those. That was for you. Okay, Sag rising. This is your, Pisces is your 4th house. Virgo is your 10th house. Gemini is your 7th house. Something deeply emotional involving your home, family, belongings, and your private life reaches a turning point. You may have become highly skilled at managing your career, responsibilities, visibility, or what others expect from you. Uranus in your 7th brings change through relationships, partnerships, contracts, those one-on-one people. Your external life may need to change because your internal definition of security and safety has changed. You don't have to keep performance stability when something underneath actually needs your attention. Capricorn, Capricorn rising. Pisces is your 3rd house. Virgo is your 9th house. Gemini is your 6th house. Your mind may be receiving something important, Capricorns. A conversation, a realization, a piece of information, or intuitive knowing can change how you understand your current circumstances. You may have been methodically building your beliefs or trying to determine the right path. Uranus in the 6th disrupts work, routine, health habits, and everyday responsibility. Your daily life may need to become more flexible because the way you think about your life is actually changing. Don't force something new into an old routine. Okay, Aquarius, Aquarius rising. Pisces is your 2nd house. Virgo is your 8th house. Gemini is your 5th house. This eclipse is going to highlight money, resources, value, self-worth, the 2nd house, and what matters to you. You may recognize that you've been managing shared responsibilities, emotional entanglements, debt, intimacy, or other people's resources in ways that are no longer sustainable for you. Uranus in the 5th house wants freedom around creativity, pleasure, romance, children, and self-expression. Your values are changing. Give yourself permission to invest more energy into what makes you feel alive, less into what simply keeps you obligated. All right, Pisces, Pisces rising. This is your 1st house of Pisces, your 7th house of Virgo, and Gemini is your 4th house. This eclipse is personal, right? Something about who you are, how you feel, what you need, what you're becoming is not going to be able to be ignored anymore. You have spent a lot of time managing relationships, accommodating others, trying to understand what partnerships require from you. Uranus in your 4th house is going to disrupt your home, your family, your roots, your living situation, and your emotional foundations. Your sense of self is changing. Your relationships and foundations may need to reorganize around the person you're becoming rather than the person you've been. That one was personally written for someone. My Pisces rising. And then, so Pisces is giving you some intuitive hits. What I'm saying to you in these horoscopes it's not new. It may be a way that I'm saying it. Hopefully it triggers something. Hopefully you understand your experiences and how it's showing up in your actual life, because that is the best part of astrology. There's not a one size fits all. But remember that these signs are mutable. They're mutable. So they need to be fluid. We do not want to be stagnant, because things are going to continue to fucking change. And the more you hold that change up, the more you can create anxiety. You can create health issues with Virgo. You can really, I want you to take care of yourself, because this energy is not for the weak. It's just not. And it's a lot of mental stimulation. It's a lot of emotional and spiritual warfare if you are low vibrational. We're not going to stay drunk and escape and find a healthy escapism, But just know that I want you to allow this energy to come and go and be fluid, because I don't want you to be ill, and I want you to vibrate high, because we're in this thing together. Okay? I love you.